Welcome back to Grump's Barn, where today I'm going to do something a bit different. Nothing to do with the Land Rovers at all. Well, it has a bit. Okay, it's Land Rover in name. Yeah, let's just catch up first. The old girl, as you can see, is still sitting here. Because I bought new master cylinder for her, for the brakes. And when it arrived, went to fit it, found out that it had imperial fittings and the old one I had metric. So I'm now currently waiting for some new fittings to be in the next day or two, so I can actually fit the damn thing. So whilst that's going on, I had another problem with the freeloader. The clutch started going on it again. So I thought, oh, I'll just disconnect the quick disconnect bit on the clutch thing and put a new O-ring in there, which is probably what it needs. Apart from the fact that I spent about an hour fucking about it wouldn't come undone. So in the end I just bled the clutch, it went back to normal again. And then I put everything back together. I'll change that at some other point. Anyway, today, here we go, this is what we're doing. I currently have 2 flat tyres on this, both because the valve's knackered. Absolutely buggered on both of them. So, here. I'm going to do this off the bloody trailer, because if I start beating this shit out of the tyre to get it off the rim, it ain't going to last very long, I don't think, before the whole thing bloody falls over or something. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, or attempt to do, is to change the valve without taking the tyre right off, which is something I've never done before. I know how it works in theory, but I've never tried it in practice. So all I'm going to do is break the bead on the outside of the tyre, push it back a bit to give me room to get at the valve, and then cut off the old one, the old valve, and put in a new one. I have new valves here, and I have a fitting tool here. Thanks to the marvels of modern China, you can get things like that pretty cheaply nowadays. Right, so I'm going to get a hammer now. Nice little lump hammer, and beat the crap out of this. There's no air in it at all. So, yep, I'm going to beat the crap out of the inner side of it here and try and knock it off the bloody bead all round. So I can get in over this side here, behind the valve, and get it changed. Well, that's the theory. Let's see what happens in practice. Right, well, as you can see, nothing's happened. Plan A didn't work, beat the shit out of it, nothing happened. It's far too tight on there. So I tried plan B. I've just run it over with the lander here. The old girl. That didn't work either. So plan C, we're going to have to get the death trap out. High lift jack. Under the front bumper. Foot on the side of her here. And jack it. That should crack the thing. We shall see. Well, I must say that's a fucking strong bead on that. Look at it. Way down. Still not breaking. Keep going, we'll get there in the end. Fuck's sake, I do not want to have to give up and take this to a fucking tyre place. I'm going to do these bastards, one way or another. Well, I just tried to crack one bit, where it wouldn't go. So I'm trying around a bit further. Still nothing, and now, yeah. See this? The fucking valve's disappeared. Which leads me to believe there's probably a fucking tube in there. I had these put on here by a mate of mine in front of me on his little tyre fitting machine. We did not use a tube. That is fucking weird. Very, very odd. And now she won't crack. Oh man. These are definitely tubeless rims. What a bastard. If it's got a tube in there, it might have some air still stuck in it. Although I was pretty sure it had nothing at all in there. If it has, I've now got no way of getting the last of the air out. Because the valve's popped. Deepest joy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, sweating like a pig after all this. Look at this, the lady's right up in the bloody air. I had it about a foot off the ground earlier. What a bugger. Well, I do have plan D if it comes to it. That's whacking it in the fucking press. That's got a lot more pressure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold the fucking thing steady while I'm pressing it. I'll be able to pop up in the fucking air instead on the other side. Oh, damn it. Don't you just love it when a plan falls apart? Oh, right. I'm going to get back to thinking. Seeing what else I can do. Just a little aside while I'm still thinking about what to do with this fucking thing. It still won't move. As you can see, this has a Range Rover axle. Still got the discs on there. Oh dear. There's absolutely nothing inside the axle though. Took out the diff, took out the drive shafts, cut the ends off them so I could grab the covers. Your driving members, just so it didn't have big holes in it. And the front of it where the diff would have gone just has a, there you go, got a pan light over it. I made up, just bolted on, keep it fresh. Yeah, it works rather well. Ah, for fuck's sake. I'm going to have to raise this up on blocks in a minute, I think. Bloody thing. I cannot get that fucking tyre to move. It is solid on there. Good tyres, the old BFGs. Fucking hell. All this just because the valve stem was knackered. This, I know the other one hasn't got a tube in it. I know that for definite. Because the other one's been off a few times and resealed because it kept leaking. Mind you, I didn't take it off. I got that done at a local tyre place where I used to live, where a mate of mine's son worked. I used to get everything done for nothing. But never mind. I might have to give up on this one and try the other one. Take this 12 miles up the road to the local tyre place. Get them to bloody do it. I've just had the entire fucking old girl about 2 foot in the bloody air. So I put the extra wood on there because one bit wasn't pushing down far enough. I pushed it a lot further, but no, still nothing. Fucking real. It's got to have air in there. It's got to be air in that fucking tube. Providing fucking resistance to it. Yeah, I thought it was completely empty. The whole tyre was completely flat. And I thought there's no point in taking the valve out. Yeah. Because it's leaking like a fucking sieve anyway. But now there's obviously a little bit still stuck in there, and that's what's giving this some fucking shape still. You twat. Oh well. On we go. Right, well there goes nothing. I got the second one off now. I've taken the valve out of this one completely. It was a normal valve. How the fuck there's a tube in that other one, I don't know. But there's no air in this one at all. As you can see, one valve hole. The valve's in pieces. Cut it up. Push the big bit inside, don't care if it rattles, it's only a fucking trailer. Right. Let's see what happens now. Well, with a bit of help from pry bar, that finally gave way. Fuck. What a twat. Right. Let's let the pressure off and see if I can get a bloody new valve in there. Right. I've had to hold it down again so I can get this bugger underneath. And I can't do it without 2 hands. What I'm going to do is push it in so it sticks out through here and then screw the old inserting tool onto it. Back in a second. Well, there we go. It's on there. The insertion tool's on. Pull that up. Into place. Yep, that's solid. Now unscrew it. There we go. And that's exactly how the other one should have been. Right, now time to release the pressure. Then all I've got to do is pump her back up again. And hopefully I'll have a tyre that doesn't keep fucking going down on me. Wouldn't mind a woman that did. Anyway, no, I figured I said that. Right. There we go. Now to release the pressure, and then I'll have to start the compressor up in a minute. But I might have another go at that other one, just for the hell of it. Must be able to get it somehow. Well, I thought I'd have one more go, and it broke first attempt. Thank fuck for that. Right, let's get the second one in, hopefully. There we go, I've given them both a good bounce on the floor to set the bead back up. Ready for them to be pumped up. What I've got to do now is get the Jenny running, get some air up here, get these buggers pumped up, and then put them back on. Finally! That same pain in the arse one did not want to fucking reseal. Done now. I had to chuck 9 bar through the fucking thing. and kick the shit out of it and put all my weight in the middle of it and bounce up and down on it, every fucking thing. Neither of them banged in. I'm fucking knackered. Right, I've only got one thing left to do now. Oh, excuse me. I'm sweating like a bloody pig. It's very, very warm up here today. The meteors are out in force. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to let this one down now to £20 because that's all it has in it. And then put them both back on. I can't see much point honestly to film that. I think it's been long enough already just of two bloody rails being changed. Right, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye. You didn't really think I'd end it like that, did you? There you go. Wheels are back on. Finally. There we go. All done. Right, now I'm going to move this stuff out of here. Move this trailer back out the way and then go and have a well-earned cup of tea. Definitely it's time. Bye.